Sometimes it hurts so bad that you got to go get in your car, get on your bike, if it be that way. You got to go somewhere quiet and alone when you got a few minutes and just let the spirit, sorry, I always got gum. Let the spirit groan through you. Sometimes you really got to just let it out in an ugly way before the Lord. It's just you and him. If you practice, of all times to practice self-control, when you're really in the thick of it, when you're really in some pain, that is not the time. That is the time to get alone with the Lord and just wail out to him what you got. Do not hold it in, because it's holding in that pain that eats us alive. It creates a root of bitterness, and you don't want that. You have to let it out of you. It is toxic. It is poison. It is not meant to be in you. You must let it out with your mouth to the Lord. And if it's not words, it's not words. And that's okay. I remember in church, they'd be like, just let it out at the altar. Just go to the altar and let it out. And I'm like, at this point in my life, I'm like, my former season, I was like, if I get to that altar and let it out, y'all are going to call the loony bin on me, because I'm going to be like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's like that. I personally had like decades stored up of some ugly emotions, because we are taught, especially, I can't imagine how hard it is for men who are conditioned to hold it in. And we wonder why so many of them snap. But even as a woman, it's just awful to have to feel like you have to be strong. You have to hold these things in. You have to be self-controlled at all times. And then we end up these fake versions of ourselves who have all this pain on us, all this bitterness, all this sorrow, all this weight on us, a yoke that is not the Lord's, because his burden is easy. His yoke is light. So I'm telling you, if you're going through it, I need you to, regardless of the reason, go somewhere, be alone with the Lord, somewhere that you don't got neighbors, you don't got people peeping and stuff, and let it out. Do not hold in the pain. Let out what needs to come out. It doesn't need to be words. It doesn't need to make sense. It's you and your Father. Please, child, let it out to him.